Hey everyone, I know there's some confusion on voting and how to use your votes and so forth, so I wanted to make this really quick video just to kind of showcase, like, if you have voting power, especially right now, it's one of these things where you have to be strategic in how you vote or when you vote and so forth, or what you vote for. And really the main thing to look at is just the rewards and how many votes are currently on a particular project. For example, we have this project here. Let me make my screen a little bit smaller. Okay, so we have this project here, this Exodus one, and this is the rewards are 546. There's 1.69 million votes on it. We have Bruce with $184, and it has 113,000 votes on it. And then there's others. So we have like this Ace one that has quite a bit of rewards. This new Top Goose one that has a good amount of rewards. And there's a few others in here as well that have some rewards. So I would definitely check the full list to see which ones have rewards and which ones have votes or the most votes. For example, we still have almost a full day left in the epic, so it's best to, and I know for some people it's hard to do this, especially on this epic because it ends Sunday morning for a lot of us. But if you're up around that time or before it, it's best to vote about an hour before the end of an epic. That's going to give you the cleanest look at how many votes have been cast. And this number usually gets up to about 6 million. It's been increasing a little bit each epic, and I'm sure it'll increase even more next epic. So look for about 6 million votes is where most people have cast their votes. So you're pretty safe. Right now you wouldn't be safe because only really a little more than half have cast their vote. So for example, let's say you have 100,000 votes. Well, if you put your votes on the Exodus token, you would add 100,000 to this total. So based out of this total, your 100,000 would be a percentage of what's here, which is in this case would be less than 10%. So let's say you would be getting like 6% or 7% of the rewards. So you have to keep that in mind. You would only get 6 or 7% of these rewards, which you're looking at like $35, $40 or whatever. Whereas if you had 100,000 votes and you saw this one here where it still only has 113,000, well, if you put your votes on that, you would get almost half, which is going to be closer to $90. So you're basically doubling your money just by positioning your vote in the proper area. So that's something, always do the calculation before you cast a vote, because it doesn't matter what you vote for. It doesn't matter even what tokens you're holding, because these rewards can be cashed out instantly once the epic is done, and you can cash that out into MAV and then use that MAV to purchase either more votes or purchase the tokens that you're wanting to hold. So don't worry about supporting any token or something. And I know I've been doing subsidies on Bruce. I know that campaign has been paused for the time being. Eventually that will start up again. But until then, I wouldn't worry about voting for Bruce specifically if you have votes, especially if you're not getting as much rewards. And for the people waiting for the 4 point whatever million Bruce that's available for the last campaigns that we did, like I had said, I'm not passing those out until we get to over 1 million market cap on Bruce, and we're getting up there. I mean, things have been looking good. Hopefully they stay that way. I'm not sure yet on how the market's going to go, but either way, that's the target. That's the first target, to pass those out. And then once we are over 1 million, I'll start up that accruing for the subsidy thing again for Bruce. But anyways, for voting just in general, that's the strategy. Thanks for watching.